Let me confess, putting together this show has been nothing but a labor of love. Although collecting photographs of pre-mobile, pre-computer days was a Herculean task. Added to that were photographs and albums misplaced, hard disks which had crashed, poor resolution of photographs, but I have tried my best. A special thank you here to Captain Ram Prasad, Shahab, and MN Pai for allowing me to pick out some of the gems from their archives. Yes. Well, our Winners Club was the brainchild of our benefactor, mentor, sponsor, Mr. Max Raskina, a resident of Houston, Texas, but a Mangalorean at heart. He pioneered the Winners Club and provided a meeting place at his ancestral home in Valencia. It took us nearly 5 years and 3 presidents, Mr. Dinkar, Sumit Rao, and Prabha Shetty, to get our charter. The TM movement was not so active in India, and nobody had heard of it in Mangalore. We had to kiss a lot of frogs to find our winners, princes and princesses. At last, in 2001, we got our charter. And on 26th January 2002, at a glittering function at Eden Club, we had our charter presentation. Here is our charter president, Malini Hebbar, receiving the Winners Club birth certificate. The photograph might be old, but our Malini is as young and enthusiastic as ever. Here is another one of Malini receiving a prize at a pre-charter contest. This is Mr. Max Raskina's son who is giving away the prize. She was followed by Samina Nayak as the president, who had her husband Suresh Nayak as his secretary. Look at the young faces, ladies and gentlemen, all smiles and cheerful with our handsome Mahesh and Suresh Nayak, Matti, Samina, and Malini. Here is another one of the it couple of Toastmasters, Samina and Suresh, with our Captain Ram Prasad. Samina gave charge to Captain Paes. This is the photograph taken in our IOC where we used to have our meetings. In the background, you can see all the past presidents, even before the charter. Samina was followed by Matti. As Beena mentioned, she is the first lady DTM of India, Sri Lanka combined. Here she is at the ovations greeting Mr. Randy Harvey. And here is Matti receiving a memento from Krishna Prasad. I put this photograph because I want to know, is it a watermelon that is being presented? Matti, I took over from Matti. This was the first time that we had our installation outside our IOC. This was at Mangalore Club. I am giving a memento to the chief guest, Giselle Mehta, followed by Urmila. Here she is with our own DVD, Molly Chaudhary. And then followed by Bharti. This is Bharti at her installation. Before she thought of competing with Kareena Kapoor and becoming a size 0. This is the installation ceremony of Bharti. She was followed by our Sophie Zakaris. Look at the background, ladies and gentlemen. This is the IOC. It was an exclusive hall just for us, decorated just for us, Toastmasters. Sophie was followed by Mr. Sudhir Gate. His installation was unique. We had the Minister of Education of Karnataka as the chief guest for his installation ceremony, followed by Mr. Shyam Kamath. He is the first male DTM of our club. Here he is, excuse me, with the international president, Dilip Abhishekaran. I'm not sure, but I think this is the photograph of his installation. I got a lot of photographs from various sources. Some of them could not be, the function could not be identified. Shyam was followed by Trishma Pinto. She's right there in the green sari in the middle. Trishma found her love in the Toastmasters. She met somebody from Sri Lanka at the conference held in Bombay, and now she's in Sri Lanka, Mangalore's loss and Sri Lanka's gain. On the extreme left is Ramamani, who followed Trishma as the president. Incidentally, she is our Malini Hebbar's sister. Here I have a photograph of a very unique photograph. Only 3 of these people are still members of our club, Samina, Malini, and Shyam. All the others are either are ex-members, and I'm putting this up specially to request these members to come back and become winners again. Ramamani was followed by our dashing lawyer, Meghna Ballal. Here she is being greeted by Shashikant, who incidentally became a dad just today morning. He's got a baby boy. Congratulations, Shashikant. And then, of course, our Savita Salyan, President, AD, DVD, DAM, CGD, Best DVD, all the titles that you can give her. Here she is with her team at her installation, and followed by another glamorous and efficient lady, Shivani Baliga. This is Shivani's installation photograph. And following Shivani, oh, by the way, she too was, along with Savita, adjudged the best division director. This is Shivani at her installation. And then we had our baby doll, Shweta D'Souza, who is now transformed into a suave and smart corporate trainer. She was followed by Bhaskar, our big B. I have especially put this photograph because it has Flexen Fernandez in this. Flexen, who has been associated with winners right from the time that he was in school. He has been in and out of winners. Right now, president of Mahe Toastmasters, but always a winner to us. This is at Bhaskar's installation, this photograph with his team. Following Bhaskar was our Manisha, who we have again lost to Bangalore. But here she is at her installation. And with one of the ribbons, one of the many, many awards that she won for the club. And talking about awards, here is our Beena Shetty, who followed Manisha, with her very, very efficient Gita Pereira to our left. And they have swept all the awards last year that they possibly could. This is her team. Ladies and gentlemen, check out the dresses and the costumes worn by everybody. And then we have our Zoom president for this year, Deborah Lobo. And I'm sure she's going to Zoom her way to success this year too. Here is our Debbie. If the presidents led the club, it was the members who were the wind beneath their wings. And I've put together a few photographs bringing back happy memories, fun times that we had. Here is an old one. We have Priya Miskit and Aditi, Captain Paes, a lot of old members. A few of them are there today in the audience. I hope this rekindles their memory of winners. This is the installation of Bhaskar. I've put this photograph because in no other photograph you will see so many men in the Winners Club. So this photograph is special just for having so many men in the frame. And then this is Shweta's installation, all in red. And in Manisha's installation, all in blue. We had started our installations in a simple way at the club meeting itself, but then it took on a life of its own. And the last few ones have been at Taj Manjaran with the color coordinated dresses. A guest once told me, "Is this a club installation? It looks like a wedding reception, all Kanjivaram saris and all." This is a view of the audience at our installation and the after installation fun that we all were having. This photograph, ladies and gentlemen, is extra special. Our Malini won the district evaluation contest at Kochi in 2012, when we were a combined district with Sri Lanka. A proud moment for all of us winners. Just goes to show that we don't just strut around in Kanjivarams. We also make great speeches and evaluations and win a plethora of awards. At Winners, winning is a habit. The ribbons with Veena says it all. This one is with Padma Bhushan Shyam Benegil. This was taken when one of our members, Mr. Balkrishna Shetty, he became the president of Rotary, and he had invited all of us. So look at all of us, Preetham with his handlebar mustache, and all of us with a little more hair on our heads and a little fewer wrinkles on our faces. This one was taken outside the IOC many years back. Zita, you're in the audience today. You can see yourself, Malini, Prabha, Ram Mohan, Preetham, Shekhar Pujari, Vasant Mam, Captain Paes, bringing back beautiful memories for us. These are the photographs of some of the awards that we have won. There are so many of them, I could not pinpoint exactly which year and for what occasion. This one was when we put up a small skit when Savita won the Best District Division Director Award, and we had a function celebrating it, and each of our clubs had put up a small skit. So here we are from the winners. This photograph is a little hazy, but we have Mr. Ian Faria from Bangalore who visited our club. And here he is with Malini and Matty. This is when the international director, past international director, Deepak Menon visited us, and Mr. Max Raskina hosted him. And this is at St. Aloysius, Beery. This one is special. All men, all decked up, and Chandru, you have borrowed something from Bappileri. This is when we had a Bollywood themed installation. We have our Devanand, we have our dream girl, and in the middle is the youngest member of our club, Phyllis Maria de Costa. Our dream girl who won the best dressed award on that day. And here is Malini, once again at the IOC. This is the one of us five becoming when we became DTMs. We are the first 5 DTMs of the club, all of us grandmothers. And we had a fun photo shoot at Mattie's place. So this one brings back beautiful memories for all of us. And then the other three DTMs, Shweta, Brian, and Shivani. We celebrate all festivals with style. Here we have Shivani as Mother Mary at a Christmas celebration, one more at the Christmas celebration, and one celebrating Onam during Shweta's year as president. These photographs need no explanation. And we have a few slides. Our Captain Ram Prasad used to make beautiful posters for all of us on our birthdays. And I have selected a few. This one says, Matilda, even when it is in a mirror image, she is DTM. It's in her name. This one is Shashikant kidnapping our Prabha Shetty. This picture says it all, the many moods of our CGD. All decked up in yellow, Brian and Shyam at a cultural event. And of course, our eternal bachelor, Mahesh Naik. This was taken 5 years back, so Mahesh is still eligible. Young girls, if you, in the audience, if somebody is interested. And here is the big B after a pan. This is the Brian effect, our ready wit in our club. And this is MN Pai on his birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, while we receive awards and accolades by the dozen, we sometimes find ways to blow our own trumpets literally. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's raise a toast to the winner's family. May we all meet again at another milestone. Cheers.